Donkey see, donkey do. It's time for the YouTube. And here comes the beeps and the moving. I know that's from, I can't see right now. I'm gonna have to pull this down a little bit, like right here, because I can't really see. And then we're gonna have to bring YouTube up right here on the side. And then we're gonna have to, do I have to bring Twitch up? I got Twitch on my phone right now. All right, we are multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. If you're on YouTube, it is the road to 2K. I am tired and sick and tired of being sick and tired to stay in one spot for the longest. It's time to grind. I'm doing this up until 5 o'clock right now, New York time. Okay, maybe like 6 o'clock, but I'm doing this to get my fucking goal. We're gonna reach 2K. The goal is to reach 2K, and then the next goal is running to 5K. And then after that, 10K and so further. I'm tired of being in one spot for the longest. As a content creator, I should get on my shit. So, streaming has also been a weird outlet to grow the channel. Shout outs to the creators, shout outs to people. You can do both. Exactly, right? So, on Twitch right now, we just yapping. On YouTube right now, we yapping and might play some games. Personally, I don't know what's gonna happen after that. Let me make sure my volume is good, exactly, right? So, all right, volume is sweet there. So, welcome YouTube and Twitch. We tag team and pause. Not what I meant. Not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. We're taking it on. We're having fun. If you're fucking with your boy, let's get it. This is how it's gonna be for a bit. This is the gaming side. Usually it's never this clunky, but you know, we're trying to do different things here. Let me know to hop on. You can hop on. Over my head, there will be a chat. That's my Discord. My Discord. I don't have a Discord for supporters. There will not be a Discord for supporters no time soon because I'm not big enough for that. And I personally don't want to open up a Discord for supporters and be chatting in there. So let's get it. Shout outs to the boy, T.Y. Milan. Give me. This is our opening for YouTube. Let's groovy, baby. What the fuck happened here? Alright. So let's fucking go. Let's get it. If you're enjoying your fucking Friday, bitch, it's Friday. It's motherfucking Friday. I don't know what you doing.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
But we in this bitch today. It's fucking Friday. I don't know what you're doing, but you better be on that fucking energy. Let's get it. Shout outs to T.Y. Milan. Give me that. What does that mean, bro? Let's get it. Oh, it's a drill beat. Okay.
150s.
Okay.
150s.
I get jiggy with this one.
You alright, yeah. I'm not the one that's gonna pay for all your bills.
Okay.
It's on side, yeah. Just call me over when you want me for the kill. I can feel it in the air.
Alright.
You wouldn't love me if I wasn't in that mode. I could feel it in the air.
I like that. You got the my nigga got his vocals. Stop playing. I'm not sure what's with the ramen cup. You know, it looks like the morning. I feel like they shot this in the morning, right? They shot this at a certain time. So it could be anything. Bro is out here with the ramen cup, right? It could be like late. It could be like early morning. He might have been out all day. He might have wanted some ramen. You know what I'm saying? The ramen is a broke man food. Let's get it in New York City. So let's stop playing with it though. But he on point with it. Let's get it.
I wasn't touching gold in the moment. This ain't long term.
Okay.
I'm not your person. It's okay. It's okay. You in the moment. This ain't long term. I'm not your person, it's okay, it's okay. I need more ways to get paid. Money trees for shade. I come from the dirt, I put in work, cause I don't got it made. She tell me she needs some, I do not know what to say. I give her a gift in different ways, like a trip to outer space.
Give her gifts in different ways, like a trip to outer space. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't do that, you know what I'm saying? He he's talking about some crazy stuff. Maybe she got the good smoke, right? And then he blowing her back out to another universe. This man's giving galactic back shots. Like, I've never heard of that.
If I change this for the bettering, never settling.
Never.
Was on the bus, now I'm in that E-class custom medicine.
Hey.
Sorry, I ain't stay inside the spot you thought you left me in. Yeah, we had a spark, but I get busy like I'm medicine. Hey, you were basic, yeah.
Ooh.
Always complaining about the same shit, go changing. I'm not chasing, yeah. Especially when you moving in and out them lanes. Okay, I need something.
Don't fuck with bitches doing that. Girls will get in. Going in and out them lanes mean one thing. She's for the streets.
Real to hold on to. Can you show me why? I need something real to hold on to. Can you show me? Can you show me? In the city, in the city, get up with me.
Let's go.
She too pretty.
Down to the end.
On his 50s. Can you give me that? I just want the things that the money can't buy.
That's a lot.
Can you give me? I just want the things that the money can't buy. Can you give me that? I just want the things that the money can't buy. Can you give me that?
Money can't buy love. Money can't buy connection. Money can't buy a woman who really fucks with you. It can't. It can buy the perception, but nothing else. Fire. Shout out to boy TY Milan. All right, now we're gonna just watch some shit. Shout out to TY. He out here giving it, doing it. He thinks he's a galactic warrior. Like, a galactic warrior is crazy, my guy. A galactic warrior is crazy. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to YouTube. We got no viewers on YouTube. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We on the road to 2K. Make sure to share, subscribe. We out here, right? Right now, that is the sub count over my head right now on YouTube. It is 1,829. We need to get that bitch to about 900. Okay, let's not play with your boy. Let's not play with your boy. Shout out to Twitch. Shout out to YouTube. Let's get it. You can buy help in mental health. I probably can't. 8 lessons I learned working for Agent. Okay, let's see what this is. Shout outs, Soul Speaks.
Agent had a really good class at Streamer University giving people game about content creation, so I thought it'd be cool to do a video about a couple of things that I learned working for Agent. So here are 8 things that I learned working for Agent Zero. So first, let's start off with exactly what I did for Agent. What did I even do? Is this even real that I work for Agent? Because I could be lying my ass off, right? For those who know about Agent's content journey, at a point in time, Agent had a lot of different channels, which we'll get into at some point in this video as well. I worked on a couple of them on varying different lengths. The main one that I work for though is Playback. I've done some work for his 2K channel, his IRL channel when he used to run that. I did a couple of thumbnails and managed a couple of thumbnail stuff for AMP. But my claim to fame, for lack of a better term, is being the co-channel manager for the Playback channel, a now retired channel. Rest in peace.
Damn.
And over at Playback, the main thing that I really locked in on was the packaging of the video. So the titles and the thumbnails, and I also helped come up with analytic reports. And for Agent's individual channels, I also did a couple similar things. And for those who think I'm cap, all the thumbnails on the screen right now are thumbnails that I have done. And to be honest with you, this is just a very small sample size of all the work that I've done. I was actually looking earlier and I still have all the files of like all the Playback thumbnails that I've done. And as you can see, the file system that I use is numbering everything.
Yeah.
And it goes up to 450. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Here's a couple of the thumbnails that I've done.
Listen, I do my own editing and it is strenuous. I hate it. It's a pain in the ass. And personally, from like the ground up, being a YouTuber solo dolo by yourself sucks. And a lot of people will not understand that. I need one more person inside my Twitch chat. Like, come on, Twitch, I need a third person. Jump in this mother. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the fact that, how do I say this gently? I'm editing all my shit. I really do wish somebody else was doing all the work. I beg if someone else is doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'll tell them, like, I can't pay you right now because money tied up in other things, but I'll get to paying you sooner or later. It's just right now, I don't want to keep doing this. I'm tired of doing it. I'm tired of doing it myself. But I also sit back and say it's a labor of love. At the end of the day, I hate saying that word. When time comes down to it, this is your product. It's like cooking food, making music, writing, even doing stuff that you believe people can't do, like meticulous things like fucking with Legos. I 100% believe there's things that people can do and things that people can't. And wholeheartedly, not everybody can do the same thing. Amen to that. And you don't want people to do the same thing. I do like Mr. Beast's ethic on it, is he's like, someone can do what you can do better. And that's true. They can, 100%.
For Agent right here. Right, here we go, boom. Back in his 2K days, yeah. AMP was definitely my shortest stint, but essentially what I did for them was manage a couple of thumbnail designers and gave them, like, direction. But one of my thumbnails
like
actually
Fly.
made it all the way through the cut. And it was the AMP Extreme Tag thumbnail. This is a thumbnail that I actually made. So with that being said, yeah, I'm not capping, alright? I actually did work for Agent. So, now let's get into the lessons. Lesson number 1, the lifestyle content creation can afford you. One of the biggest eye-opening experiences that I've had in content creation was my very first work trip. Honestly, ever, but it was specifically for playback in like 2021? 2023, I'm misremembering the years now. And this was the first time I have ever traveled for content creation purposes solely. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole world, I was doing content at the time, but it was always at home. You know, I never had anyone to talk to. This was the first time I was going out to do content stuff for business. And seeing firsthand with my own 2 eyes, the lifestyle Agent has been able to afford through content creation was one of the most inspiring moments of my life.
Hell yeah!
It was
Listen. I've never looked at content creation before, back growing up, like in the 2000s, somewhere near like 20, like my high school days when I was making content, my high school days when I was making content, I never thought about the money because I said, oh, there's no real money in this. There's like sponsorships and there's like press, and maybe you can get like a free ticket to go watch a movie or something. That's it. There's nothing else to this. And I'm over here like, damn, bitch, how do I do that? Because I've never realized, like, for real, where's my stand? Is it? I did not realize there was legit money in this until someone would, like, kind of tell me. Oh, actually, I like let's go to face. 100%. When people say there's money in this content shit, they really don't know what they're saying until they really tell you there's money in this content shit. And I sit here like, nigga, where? Where? You know what I mean? But I've been doing, I'm like 32. I'll be 33 this year. I've been doing it for so long that everybody's like, oh, you haven't learned how to really make a buck? You haven't learned how to this, and this? I'm like, no, I just been doing the same damn thing. But I got a formula. I got dates. I got times to post. I got schedules. I'm doing it like a real job as I'm working my real job. So there's a lot of balance with that. And now when I see like AMP, other like pseudo celebrities, because I call content creation, streaming, pseudo celebrity. I don't call it celebrities. I call it pseudo, because you're not a real celebrity. You're just a nigga with a webcam who upgraded to a high-tech fucking DSLR camera. Has taken over the game because there's content to be there. I wish I had people to clip my content. I wish I had niggas to do this and do this. I don't want to do it because if I do it, I'm going to be bored. I don't want to do it because it drives me crazy. But now that I know, like now I've been new. I think like, who was it? It was Timothy De La Ghetto or Tim Chakaransu. It was David So, Anna Akana. I called her Anna. I used to call her Anna Arkham because she was crazy and she used to like have a lot of Batman references. But that got me blocked on like Twitter, so fuck her. Ray William Johnson blocked me on Twitter, which is crazy. I was like, damn, I must be obsessive. I must have been too yappity back then. Still am. But through their content creation and realizing there was money in this, I didn't realize it until I got closer to other content like Grace Randolph when it came to movies. What about comedians? Comedians like Black Nerd Comedy, he was where I was getting a lot of my information from and like stuff like that. Machinima back in the days until Machinima was screwing people over, and then it was what was left of Machinima to Internet Today. Shouts to those guys. They're the best. Ricky and Elliot. And now I realize with AMP, there's a buck to be made. There was always a buck to be made, but there was a niche that you never grabbed. I never grabbed the gaming niche as much as I talked about it, and played games as much as I just didn't want to play a game. You know, like at first I was too scared of it, but seeing AMP, seeing Streaming University now as the most adult as I can be, I won't ever be a part of that world, but I'm gonna make my own fucking lane. I don't give a fuck. So it's different.
Just so crazy to me looking at the lifestyle that he had, and it was all made through content creation, through making videos online. You know what I'm saying?
Not this car
At all, bro. It's actually a little uncomfortable to drive now that I've done all this to it, but it's my most fun car.
If you added up all the
Damn.
cars of all the members in AMP, y'all well over 1 million cars.
Fucking commercials.
Imagine-
So YouTube doesn't, you can't use ad blocker anymore on YouTube. They say it's against their policy, which is fucking weird. I don't know why.
I mean, look, this is like 300, right?
Damn.
And that's the AMP Cadillac right there.
Fine.
So that's gonna be like 140 alone. This is gonna be over 100. I don't know what the other Urus is. Phantom's Urus. I think that was like 2 something.
Damn.
Like, yeah, it would be over a million.
Crazy though, y'all did it all off the social media.
It's just insane.
Yeah.
Actually insane.
And I think for a lot of creators, DreamCon is actually the place where they get the similar feeling that I had, because the amount of times I've seen content creators go to DreamCon for the first time and are inspired by what's possible with content creation is honestly so heartwarming. Like, it's crazy.
Because you could never imagine I could get a Lamborghini Urus or a fucking house off of this, or I could take that money and invest it and put my mama away. You know what I'm saying? I could feed my people don't. It's because it's something that people just didn't imagine until someone really put boot to ass for the black community and did it. I like that. You know, Picasso type shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back to, is this gaming? Yeah, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this style.
They also get to put faces on names.
Make
and
sure
even
you
if aren't a
subscribe to the
content
YouTube
creator,
channel. Try and hit
seeing
2K.
people meet the communities that they built online in person.
It won't be today,
is, again,
but we're
very,
trying to at
very
least get
inspiring.
this to, like,
But for me, that first
40.
moment was meeting up with Agent and, you know, seeing all the mansions and the cars that he had, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. Lesson number 2: blowing up can be luck, but sustained success isn't. Listen, one of the biggest questions and discussions that I've had as a content creator is the concept of how much of this is luck. And I think where I've landed is that
All of it. All of it. I'm not gonna be a stranger. I've had videos do really, really well, and then when I upload again, trash. Because I didn't keep the niche. I just thought, oh, all my videos are gonna blow up from now on. No, it's not gonna be like that. A video, I think my Miles Morales video got 32 fucking K. I don't have 32K subscribers. That's not how that works. You can get 1 million views on one video and not have 1 million subs. That's not, consistency is not just key, what some people just don't tell you, it's the pinpoint percent accuracy of you getting it right the first time. No, it's you trying to replicate what you did before. And I'm not doing that unless I know there's going to be 100% sure of success. Because this is what content creation is not. It is not, it's a numbers game. It is not a chance game. And it definitely is not play by the ear. Because if I don't do shit with my Twitch, I'm making another Twitch. I have another Twitch on the side. I call it Screech. I have another YouTube channel. I call it Screech. I'm going to push Screech further than I ever pushed my regular channel. Screech won't be me. I will literally be a fucking character. Like right now, I'm not playing a character. I'm myself. Or I'm a hyper inflated version of myself. Whatever the fuck. Let's get it. But YouTube and content creation is more than luck. It's also snagging that audience. Like, you really gotta get over here, grab a bitch.
blowing up can be luck, you know what I'm saying? However, doing it over
And
over
over.
and over again.
You got magic in a
and
bottle.
Sustaining your success
Magic in a
over
bottle.
a length of
Lightning
for
in a
Agent,
bottle.
a decade plus now. You know, for some creators, years on end. That is not luck. And I think Agent is one of the biggest examples of this because his systems and processes is to the T. I think compared to all the other AMP members outside of Kai, like Agent's content creation game from a consistency standpoint is, in my opinion, the strongest. And for me, the content creators that I admire the most aren't necessarily the ones that had the highest peaks.
Or a bulk version
It's the
of
content
me.
creator who's been able to maintain like full-time success for decades at a time. You know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out Agent. I want to shout out Low. I want to shout out Kenny Beecham. You know what I'm saying? The people who have been in the game for 7, 8 years and have been able to make it work that long, that says a lot about you as a content creator.
It does. I'm not gonna lie, even that impresses me because I've been doing YouTube for 15 years actually. I've been doing YouTube for 14 years. And I know, right? And that's a long time to do YouTube and not get nowhere. But at the same time, shit, I'm looking at my channel right now and I don't got any fucking views or anything on the YouTube. But that's not my fault. That is because I haven't grabbed a niche audience or an audience that wants to see something from me. And that is usually 9 times out of 10 how it is, how it is when it comes to this game. Entertainment is not just a fucking niche you can grab. Entertainment is you really, 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 really gotta have people by the balls every fucking day. If I could entertain and have other people work out the kinks and the bugs to get my voice out, I would do it. I would do it because I'm sick of doing everything myself. I'm sick of YouTubing it, looking at it, and never being the nigga who's been doing it for 14 years and not having this success. Shit, I used to have 1,000 subs, 1,000 followers on Instagram, and now my Instagram is broken for some reason because there's too many. Do you know how many people unfollow me on Instagram? 20. Fucking ridiculous. 20 people unfollowed me. I don't know why. I don't know how come. They could all suck my dick though. But there's reasons for these things, and usually I just chop it up to shit. I don't know. But there's consistency with growth. How Agent has grown, he's reached some type of audience. Plain and simple.
And the skill that you have. And not to toot my own horn here, that is where I pride myself in, is how long I've been in the content game. Like, for those who don't know, I am now 25 and I have been creating content since I was a sophomore in high school. So one of the main things I pride myself on is my longevity. And the reason why it's so impressive is because content creation, it's not a safe field. You know what I'm saying? This is a very volatile field. Your income isn't guaranteed. It fluctuates every single month. One month you can have the biggest month ever. The next month you can have the worst month ever. Like, that is just how this game works. And to be able to be a content creator who has been successful in this game for an extended period of time, to me, is the most impressive thing you can do as a content creator.
Hold on, chat. I'll be right All right. All right, chat. I had to work out that title. Where we at? We back. All right, let's get it.
Creator. Because a lot of content creators come and go. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this TikTok era, you can be the sound of the month, and in 2 to 3 months, we already forgot about you.
Yeah.
But for those who we don't forget about, who have staying power, y'all are the real content creators. And I think Agent is one of them. Lesson number 3. Ideation is an unskippable part of the process. I think a lot of inexperienced content creators view meetings as just a waste of time. Like, what the fuck are we sitting here talking for? Let's just record and create content, right? Like, that is the mentality a lot of people have. However, the best content creators in the world will tell you, and honestly, the bigger the content creator, the more they will tell you this, the ideation process is arguably the most important part of the process.
True.
And the amount of people that not only skip this process, but just go about content creation essentially just winging it is honestly crazy to me. It's insane.
Questions. Ideas, okay? Yo, I mean this in the nicest way possible. If you're struggling with ideas, you're gonna have a very tough time being a content creator. You guys are all very creative. Just because, nigga, I spend 3 times a week brainstorming ideas for hours. I have my strategies. Personally, I like to go on drives and play the Brand Food playlist on Spotify. Sometimes I'll lay in my bed, do my Wim Hof breathing strategies, and just brainstorm. It really depends on what you're into. Like, I have my preferences. You should be brainstorming all the time. I mean, all the time. At night, after every stream, me and my team talk. We talk ideas, we talk what's tomorrow, we talk what's next week. You should be brainstorming so much you have thousands of ideas. I'm not exaggerating.
True.
I leave my ideas on a note, and then on each of my notes, I'll have like, oh, Saturday, I'm opening Pokemons, I got reacts, and then I'm working on the backyard. We're doing some construction to the backyard. Sunday, we were supposed to bury a TV with Ray, and then we mounted Ray's TV. Monday, we got a slow-mo cam coming to the house, we got confessions, we got whatever. So this is what I do.
I think it's important to understand that the title, the thumbnail, how you record the video, the editing, and ultimately the performance of the video, all falls apart if the idea it's based around is ass, okay? And a lot of the biggest content creators in the world
So I have everything written down on paper. So I got my dubbed out series every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. I have my Not Holding Back around 1 o'clock on Sundays. And I was supposed to do my mid-news. Mid-news is I changed it from every Friday to every Monday. So it's Monday's mid-news. But I do agree with him that things do change, and the progression of how they change and how they look and how they are in brainstorming. So when it comes to brainstorming, he's right. You should be brainstorming every night about ideas. It's the same way when a nigga's broke. You broke as shit, you better start thinking of the quickest ways to make money. Imagine you just lost your, where's it at? Reaction. No. Yeah. Imagine you just lost your job today. You just lost your job today. What can you do? Are there anything you can do? Yes, there are background jobs that you can take in New York City that pays you right now $180. Central Casting, sign up for it. I've done it. They just sent me something today for a job. I know what the job is. I'm not going to tell you, right? They cast a karma casting. If you got a scooter, bitch, you better be doing some type of food delivery or Instacart. If you got zero transportation, fine. Then you need to do background. You need to do some type of gigs. There's Victory Marketing, which is basically a gig agency working with brand ambassador. What is a brand ambassador? A BA that works with companies and that works with big name companies from Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Nike, Nickelodeon, motherfucker. You could be working with Twitch. I worked at the Fortnite event around 2017, whenever that dude won his 2019, whenever that dude won his that kid won the Fortnite event. I worked that Fortnite event, and that was in Queens. That shit was long, A-train ride, but I made so much money off of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna tell you how much I made. It's none of your business. There is pop booking. Pop booking, you can really work different gigs. There is there's a whole bunch of gigs that you can work in New York City. You just gotta be open to doing it. And sometimes not many people are going to do it. Not many people are going to think of a way to do it. And if you got $170 left, go get a security license. Shout outs to Radiant Training. I was security for almost a whole, basically like 9 months, like a whole year. I was security guard for a whole year. Honestly, I fucking hated it. I worked in a bullshit ass area. I fucking hated the people. I got shit. Somebody spit out the window, hit me on the head. Assholes. Fucking assholes. Building was shit. I've been security. I'm going to tell you this now. If you are hitting a wall and constantly hitting a wall, there's a way to get jobs. If you are sitting somewhere and you are not making money, I'm going to tell you this right now. There is government assistance by the state that can help you maintain, get work, or keep the place of residence that you are staying in. There should not be any reason that you are broke, poor, or on the streets. Come on, my nigga. Think and use your brain. It's simple. There are ways to stay fucking afloat. People don't think there are. They never look at other options, and those other options are too slow. I can tell you right now, the moment you lose a job should be the same moment you are looking for other ways to replace that job with new sources and new incomes. I don't care if you making homemade ices for $5 in your crib and shooting OnlyFans with your girlfriend or having protective sex with other people. You better be making content, money, and time. I don't care if you're creating cosplay out of like really bad fabric. You better make sure you're making time. You could cook out. You know how many restaurants have started in somebody's house? Tons. Tons of restaurants have started in a person's house. All they need is ingredients, time, and a way to price it. Your prices need to match the portions of food that you can give somebody. I'm telling you right now, you could start a restaurant from your house right now. All you need is ingredients, a way to get the food to the people, and proper pricing. That's it. Portions need to look good. The food need to taste good. You need to give them the best delivery, the containers, whatever you get, and you need to tax everything. You need to price them. Containers, forks, here's some napkins, here's a drink as well on the house, and price how much the food is for how much you get it. And then you can start boom, 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 creating a platform on food. Telling you, man, there's too many ways to make a job. And just like with content creation, brainstorming should be motherfuckers number one. Let's get it.
Literally spend hours at a time just sitting in a room, coming up with ideas with a bunch of people, and, you know, just throwing shit at the wall. It could be 1,000 different ideas, 2,000 different ideas, and then they keep on narrowing it down to the point where the one idea that makes it out the cut is so
and
good.
Food safety.
Like, going viral is as easy as it can be. I think it's very, very important to carve out time for the ideation process, but also carve out time, and this is a part of the ideation process, to live out life and have IRL experiences. True. I think it is so easy to just wake up, think of videos, record videos, upload them, and keep that cycle on and on and on. But a lot of content creation draws from real life inspiration. A lot of content creation is storytelling, telling your unique story. And if you don't have stories to tell, you're gonna have a tough time.
True.
You just are. And I also think that's a part of the longevity conversation, like a part of longevity.
Because those telling a story about your life and content creation is one-on-one because people need to relate to you. They have to. Because if they don't, it's like, what the hell is the point? And that relationship isn't being structurally built on a sound ground foundation. 100%, I can agree with that, yeah.
Longevity is not burning out and taking care of your mental health, and a part of that is literally sometimes not creating content, taking a step away from the computer, and living life. That is a part of the process. Alright, so the next lesson is the mentality to be a great content creator. Going back to that initial playback trip, one of the things that really opened my eyes was the mentality that full-time content creators had when it comes to creating content. Because I'm telling you right now, if you have ever been around these people, the way they move is just a completely different game, especially if you're not used to it. And what I mean by this is that when they wake up, they're already thinking about content creation. When they're at lunch, they're thinking about content creation. When they're at dinner, they're still talking about content creation. And when they go to sleep, they're scrolling on Twitter, they're thinking of YouTube ideas, studying other content creators, and that's what they do. That's what I do. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe this is a hot take, but I think to be a great content creator, like a truly great, successful one, you have to be obsessed with content creation. You know what I'm saying? At least to some degree. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes this thing that consumes you. And I know this may have some bad connotations to it, but...
A commercial right on top of my cock. That's crazy.
I feel like obsession is
What did he say?
it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes this thing that consumes you. And I know this may have some bad connotations to it, but I feel like obsession is truly a part of the game.
I agree, but I also have a problem with that because I don't I don't obsess about something unless I cared about it. I cared about working at GameStop. I cared about working at GameStop. I cared about working at a movie theater called iPic Theaters in New York City in Fulton Street, which is a piece of shit and has rats in it. So fuck that place. I care about the things that are important to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I care about the important stuff. I create my content, and after that, I turn my shit off. I go back to my reality. Because eventually, if content creators, if you can't separate this, because that's the one problem, because Agent body slammed the nigga and said, learn the difference between content and not content, nigga. There's a difference between content and what you just did. But 9 times out of 10, Nick, some people can't differentiate the two. They can't. Because a dude went in the agent's room, blah, blah, blah. Whole problem when the Stream University situation happened. So when he said learn the difference between content and not, but what is the difference, right? And if you are obsessing about content 24/7, motherfucker, I can put this shit in the bag and go home. I can literally, I'm in my house right now, well, studio, but I can go sleep and not really think about content. I can think about other things when I get into this room, because when I step in this room, that's when it comes on. When outside, I'm like, oh yeah, oh God, fucking free. That's it. Because at the end of it, this becomes my fucking work. When I'm clocked this off, turn off this camera, this stops. It does. My brain turns right off, like, huh? Yeah. All right. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I want to chill, I want to relax, scratch my balls, and maybe some inspiration will come to me. But I can't obsess about this. I can't. I do already, but the obsession to that point, go to sleep, wake up, eating, nah, nigga. That's too much even for me, because it becomes an obsession to the point where I can't differentiate my real life from the content and when to stop and come back to reality. Because really, there's important things that really come into my mother, my relationships, and things that are important that people don't need business in. So separating the two and becoming a part of it is a pain in the ass. But let me continue. I'm yapping, but let me continue.
At the very least, I see it as a characteristic trait that a lot of your favorite content creators have. I think the bigger picture thing that I'm really trying to get at here is the discipline that's needed to be a full-time content creator.
Okay.
Because
discipline
the beauty about content creation, right, is you are self-employed. You technically do not have a boss outside of your audience,
True.
right? And let me tell you right now, it is very, very easy to just wake up one day and say, I don't feel like working. And no one's gonna tell you no. It's very easy to do that the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that. And to be honest with you, this is just entrepreneurship, right? But sticking to content creation, your favorite content creator, it is not an option to work every single day. It is a requirement. It is just life to make content and think about content and, you know, become a better content creator every single day. That's just a part of our lives.
I think that's the improving aspect, though. What he's saying is the improving aspect. They want to improve 24/7. And let me go back to Face. They want to improve 24/7, and they want to build 24/7, which is not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. But then there's the improving, and then there's the obsession to the point where where's the cap off? Where's the max? Come on, where's the cap and the max at?
And that's something that I've seen not only being around Agent, but being around the people around Agent. This is just how they move. And speaking of, lesson number 5, the importance of having a great team. Listen, I get that it's hard to have a team when you're starting out, but I think as you scale up and as you grow, the importance of having a team becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Because what a team allows you to have is scalability. And what scalability really means is being able to not only make better videos, upload the videos in a timely fashion, and the videos in and of themselves becoming better and better every single day. And this also applies to streaming. I think the reality is a lot of content creators did not get into content creation to learn how to edit, right? To learn how to make thumbnails, to learn how to script, and all these different things. A lot of us came into content creation to become idea makers, to become voices, to make an impact, right? To be on camera, all of these different things. And what a proper team allows you to do is focus on the things that really matter to you. All right, now let's talk about the pros and cons of diversification, because Agent to me is actually the biggest example of this in the YouTube content space. Because for those who don't know, because I feel like a lot of y'all are really only starting to find out about Agent over these last couple of years, but for the people who have known about Agent for years now, one of the things that not only fans but other content creators really commended Agent for was the amount of different channels that he was running successfully. At a certain time, and this is around when I was working for him, Agent was running Agent Zero Gaming, the Agent IRL channel, Playback, Peer-to-Peer. He was doing AMP. I think he was just starting the stream, right? And the craziest thing about this was all of them was hitting. All of them was performing very, very well. But fast forward to 2025 and he's not running all those channels anymore. Like Peer-to-Peer is done. Playback is done. The 2K Gaming channel is done.
He stretched himself thin.
Right? The IRL channel he hasn't uploaded.
Nah. He stretched himself thin. He knew at some point, I'm stretching myself and I'm reaping the benefits of so much, but at the same time, why do all that when it can be in one? Come on, bro.
Years. I believe even in his clipping, streaming strategy, he has 2 clipping channels. I think one of them he doesn't upload anymore and everything just goes to Agent Everything, right? And I don't necessarily think he made the wrong decision the way he started off, because there's pros and cons to everything, right? I think the pros of diversification is having a bunch of different revenue streams so that when one isn't doing well, you're not too reliant on it because you didn't put all your eggs in that one basket, right? Which in theory, it makes sense. However, in practice, it is much easier said than done, and you can make a case that diversification in certain instances can actually hurt you. And what I mean by this is when you diversify too much in the content game, because, a lot of content creation, at least the way we're talking about it right now, is having one person being on-camera talent. You tend to spread yourself out really, really thin, really, really fast. And while the individual channels were doing just fine, I think what happened over time was that because Agent was spread so thin, not a single one of these different channels actually realize their full potential. And Agent, if you're watching this, correct me if I'm wrong, but from the outside looking in, essentially what he did was a less is more approach. Let me focus on less channels, but have more energy to dedicate to those individual channels. And the ventures he ultimately decided locking in on was his streaming career and AMP. And I'm not gonna lie, with how AMP and his streaming career has boomed, you can't really say he made the wrong decision. But for all of you guys watching this, diversification is a thing you worry about way down the line. And I think even for myself, because for those who know my content journey, I have started a bunch of different channels. I personally think in hindsight, I diversified way too soon. Diversification is one of those things, in my opinion, that you should really only start thinking of once you have 500,000 or 1 million plus subscribers.
True.
I think a lot of people fall into the trap of diversifying too soon, and everything that Agent went through, you're gonna go through it, but like much worse. Also, growing one channel is already hard enough. Don't try growing 2 at the same time, especially in the beginning. Lesson 7, the art of pivoting. I think one of the most impressive things about Agent's career is his ability to reinvent himself over and over and over again. Agent's ability to pivot to me is the biggest reason as to why his career has been as long as it has been. Even within his 2K era, he was able to pivot, right? Because for those who don't know, Agent started off as a My League YouTuber, and then he transitioned over to Park, and he took over the Park game. And then from 2K, he started AMP, he started podcasting, he started this social commentary channel that was playback, he started streaming, and even who he is as a streamer has evolved over the years. Like, Agent's ability to pivot is A1, I ain't gonna lie. Studying Agent's ability to pivot is like its own video. I'm gonna keep it a stack, so I won't even dive into it. But I think a bigger takeaway from it is reinventing yourself is a part of the game if you want to do this long term. Content creation moves so fast, things evolve within the space so much that doing the same thing over and over and over again, at some point, your audience will get tired of it. And you
Yeah, because I agree with that, because I've been getting tired of what I was doing, and then when I got some structure, I was balling the fuck out. I, as a creator, want to be better, and I don't want to keep doing the same thing, but I'm limited by time, money, and resources. I don't want to I'm not playing any video games on my computer unless I feel like I want to, and even then I don't want to do that. There's things I don't want to do because I want to do what I want. But then I watched Stream University, and the agent said it. He's like, there's things that you want to do. No one gives a fuck about that. That you got to do what's part of the fucking realm. And I'm realizing that now. Is what I want not really worth it? You gotta do what's popping. You gotta do what people want to see. If you don't do what people want to see, they don't want to watch you. And that, I think that's been an extreme way of looking at it, but people pivot in that way of creating as well.
You will too as the creator. Content creation is very similar to other artistic fields in this manner. Like, no one does the same thing for 10, 15, 20 years. Unless you get the job at Law & Order SVU, because they've been going strong for like 20 years.
For real.
No one does the same thing for 20 years. You have to be able to reinvent yourself over and over and over again, and understand change is something that scares people. But for content creation, this is something that you have to embrace. Honestly, this should be something that gets you excited about content creation. The ability to have different eras, different phases, be known for different things. I think this is the beauty of
a lot of growth with it,
creation.
in other words.
And
yeah.
last but not least, surround yourself not just with content creators, to be honest with you, but with just like-minded individuals. Whatever saying that is about, like, you are the sum of your closest friends, I truly do believe in that.
So I'm a dig deep real quick, and I do agree with you are the sum of your closest friends, because I did a podcast with my friends, and I consistently kept I was the only one coming up with the topics, and I hated that. And when I let other people do it, when it came down to the day, it was a dub. And I sat back and was like, why are we not really working on this, right? Life of a Nerd, which is my other YouTube channel. You can go check it out. I put out so much for that channel that I wasn't giving it back to my channel. Come on, what? I was pushing that, and then I was pushing mines here and there. But I was also stretching myself as the editor, the creator, I wanted help. And there was no help. I bought a old school Mac to put in some time and effort with more of that help. Still nothing. I'd be honest and reluctant to say that all my friends could not put in the time and effort. And because of that, I was sad, because if they couldn't do it, it sucks. Yeah, it depends on whether the project, but working a podcast with friends, looking up subjects, talking about them, like, we busted out a lot of videos, but there's also just been, we haven't done that. You know what I'm saying? It's just been annoying. But let's continue.
And while content creation is getting bigger and normalized every single day, I don't know about y'all, but a lot of my IRL friends do not know jack shit about content creation. My parents don't know jack shit about content creation.
True.
And if that is the bubble that you're in, content creation can easily be a very lonely journey.
I think I wish I would have rather had friends that did this before. I wish instead of trying to do it solo for so long, I had friends, there's people I can talk to. Like, you could like, hey, what you think about this thumbnail? Or, hey, do you want to help me with this video?
And
like,
the
doing it
subject.
yourself is so isolating.
Yeah.
And that's what anything really.
And also, like I said earlier,
It been isolated. I do agree with that. When I was busting this out by myself, it was, I posted, I'm done. It was just me. When I really sat there and watched niggas do other stuff, and I said, yo, this is crazy. Because I'm a good photographer. I'm a good videographer. I'm a good editor. When you put a camera in my hands, I'm the fucking man. I'm better than you. I don't give a fuck what they say. And when I sit on a mic, I can talk for days. I can out-talk you. Don't play with me, right? But when it comes to this by myself, I hate doing it by myself. I really do. That's why I wish my friends got into content creation. I wish they cared about it more than I cared about it. I wish niggas dug deep to do it. Cause some of y'all who were like, yeah, we're doing this, yeah, Fat Man gotta learn. Why the fuck haven't you done it? And I hated that I'm the only nigga doing this. For real, for real. Out of all my friends, I really do believe I'm the only nigga doing this. And it sucks, but it's the reality of it. Like, on some real. Some people won't ever look at it that way, but I look at it that way because it's the fucking truth. Like, and the truth is daunting, I'm not gonna lie.
not necessarily that you have to do like a group channel specifically, but creating content, talking about content, doing content as a group is just more fun. Having people to bounce ideas off of, having people to get feedback and also give feedback, it makes this whole process, this whole journey much more bearable. So ideally, especially if you live in content hubs like Atlanta, New York, LA, Miami, y'all should really try your best to surround yourself with content creators in real life. But even if that's not the case, because that's not the case for me, I think there's ways to have this environment virtually and still be very effective with it. Like for me, that circle is the Let's Keep It a Buck circle, and specifically Omar. Like Omar, if you're watching this, for those who don't know, we talk about content every single day, somehow, some way. Like there's a conversation about content creation in there every single day. We nerd about this shit, for real, for real. Also, the few meetups that we do really do go a long way in terms of developing chemistry and keeping everyone motivated. But also, maybe this is too anecdotal to say, but I feel like the best ideas come from conversating with other creators. Like it's just something that happens every single time without fail. When you get a bunch of creators in the room and just talk, something will come from it. I'm telling you, something will come from it, and you just don't know what it is until you have those conversations. And I think Agent and the AMP Collective, his career, their individual careers, I think is the biggest testament to this. So those are 8 lessons that I learned working for Agent, and as you can see, I learned a lot. You know, again, Agent, if you're watching this, and for those who don't know, like I really do owe a lot to Agent and Low for the opportunity that they gave me years back, because I truly would not be in the situation that I'm in without that opportunity. So I owe a lot to y'all, for real, for real. Like full stop, that playback opportunity was the main reason as to why I felt comfortable enough to take the leap of faith to do content full time. And then that evolved into my own stuff flourishing. Now I work at, ironically, a company called Playback. And to be honest with you, this channel is a culmination of like all the different experiences that I've had as a content creator and me wanting to give back to the future generation of content creators. And for this video specifically, I was very inspired by the class that Agent taught at Streamer University, because what that told me was that a lot of people, especially in the WL community, are looking for this information, are looking for this game, and no one is just giving it. So I want to continue being that person. But with that being said, I hope y'all have a good one, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.
I know what justice is. I know what it looks like.
Ooh, not this nigga. All right, chat, hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, chat, we back in the fucking groove thing. The groove thing, she's a groove thing, yeah. But shout outs to Soul Speaks, because bro really dropped it down. Alright. So I've been preached. This is YouTube over here. I Show Speed. Now this I Show Speed situation was fire. We're gonna get to that. But let me share. It's crazy I got big black nigga on my Yo, bro, it's fucking hilarious. Alright, let's get it. Yo, we are live. Twitch live on YouTube. I'm multi-streaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to show up. If you ain't showing up, you's a pussy. Hey, show up. I can't. Why the fuck can I not stop? Something's wrong with Twitch. I mean, something's wrong. Live on you. Pussy. Hey, show up. Live. Twitch live on YouTube. Yeah. Oh yeah, but yes, Blackheart. I am doing my best, but I don't want to keep doing my best. Like I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be frank. And this is, I think, as real as it's gotten with YouTube and like content creation. Doing your best in life is good. But when it comes to something you really care about and you're really about this, when is your best never just enough? And when are you lacking on something, right? Because we all lack something. Let's be frank. We do. All of us. We lack in something when it comes down to this. And when it comes down to it, I'm not up to snuff. And it's usually what it is, not up to snuff. And some people never understand what that means, to not be ready for the fire, not be ready for the pit, not be ready to take shit down. And I've been doing YouTube for 14 years and the growth isn't there. Shit, my Instagram had a following of over 1,000 people, 1,200 something people, and I lost all that. So I'm sitting here now like, well, where the fuck is the growth? Growth means everything. And that growth is stagnant, I think. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. All right. Now, I Show Speed races Ashton Hall. Is that black? This big black dude on YouTube. He just be racing, and I be seeing him a lot. Let's get it. Is that reaction? Oh, wrong one. There it is. Let's get it.
Today is the day for the race, chat. And whoever won next, bro, I'm going around the globe with this, bro. Race Messi. Messi don't want it either. Chat, do I race with my aces or foam runners? Hey, bro. Hey, bro, where you at, bro?
Brother, listen, tell them that you changed your mind.
Ain't, bro, nobody changed my mind. Bro, I'm ready. Come on, bro, you ducking. Like, bro, you ducking, like, you really ducking. You really acting like a chicken hall. I'm about to... Hey, if you duck, your name gonna be turning chicken hall, bro. Come on,
chicken
bro.
Hall. This is not going to be a good look for you, brother.
It's
I'm
not
trying to put you on game.
On God. Okay, watch
You know
this.
you little bro. I'm trying to look out for you.
Bro,
if some of y'all don't know who Ashton Hall is, he's that guy that be like, we gotta do 5,000. He be doing the crazy workouts for no reason. That's him. And he just his morning routine. That's who he was. And now he was like the guy running, and I was like, okay.
Promise you, I'ma smoke your shit. I promise you.
Man, listen, where's management? They
promise.
Not allow you to take
I
this
promise you. This about to look bad on you, bro. Hey, I'm good, G. I'm good, bro. Look, you trying to like, no, come
Say
on.
less.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
gonna be there less than 40.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Hey, look, talk to management.
Bro, shut your slow ass, bro. You slow. Come on, bro. I'm ready.
Management.
I'm ready, bro. Come on. Let's go.
Say less.
Let's go. Come on, bro. You see what I'm like? He's scared, bro. On God, he's scared.
You actually might change my entire brand.
Chat, this gonna be his last.
Listen.
This gonna be his last.
Is there? I hope there's no content ID warning on this video. Can I get copyright for this video? Detect video. Your stream belongs to someone. What the fuck? No chat rate, no viewer rate. This is weird. YouTube just sent me a weird thing saying my stream could belong to someone else. So I wonder if this is copyright strike. Because if this is, I'm gonna be so mad if iShowSpeed copyright this and you can't watch this on YouTube, but I'm streaming it on Twitch, so Speed.
I might change my entire brand. I'm gonna be known as
This
the
shit
runner.
over with. Don't come for Big Speed, nigga.
I might even stop lifting weights. I'm gonna just be running only.
Bitch, I'm a demon, nigga. Who the you think you is, bro? I'm gonna dust your ass, boy.
Speed is about to create the name. We ain't gonna be the routine no more. They're not gonna know me for Mr. Routine. We gotta come with something harder than that. He about to change the whole brand, bro. Not everybody's gonna want to race. That's the only bad thing about this. Not everybody's gonna want to race.
Chat, I'm about to end this man's career, bro. Chat, I never ended somebody's career, but I'm about to really end his little Instagram run he on. This little Instagram sprinting shit. I'm about to end all that shit. On my mama. All that about to go. All that little fake ass Instagram ain't against the real Speed, my boy. Pipe the down, bro. You talking too crazy. This is your last little Instagram reel. This is your last reel, bro. This is your last reel, Ashton.
This is gonna be good for him.
This is your last reel. This is your last reel, bro. Hey, chat, and after this,
let's go to the race.
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and
I
PC,
did watch the
exclusively
stream
with Google Play Games.
fuck this nigga. I'm out, boy.
All right, that's the first one.
What I say? What I say? What I say? You slow. You a fraud. He a fraud. You are a fraud. Oh God.
Do it again.
You want it again? Hey. Hey.
Hey, look on everything I love on the pothole.
He a fraud. You a fraud, dog.
Bring it back, come on.
He a fraud. You gotta wait for me now. You wait for me to get my energy. You wait for me. This is my.
Let's do it again.
I got him nervous.
Second match.
Set, go. It's too slow. Too slow. It's too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Stop playing with me. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Leave Florida, my gang. Leave Florida. You're not ready for me, bro. Don't call me out. Don't ever call me out. Fuck out of here.
He did win.
Don't ever call me out.
He did win that.
Don't ever call me out. You a fraud. And I'm about to sign this kid jersey.
Yeah. Speed might have copyrighted this shit. So let's go to the next. Let's go to the racing parts, cause.
Set, go.
Oh, he did start a little early, but that was not even that early. No, it looks like a tie. It does look like a tie.
And he started before me and still lost. He started before me and still lost.
Damn.
You lost. No, get off his dick. I
It
know
looks
y'all on
like a
this team, but
tie.
get off his dick. Get off his dick. They on his dick. He went before me and still lost. Get off his dick. I know y'all on this team. Get off his dick. Get off his dick, y'all.
He is too big.
I got the proof right here, gang.
He is too big. He's too big to be running. This went on for a bit, and then they had another race.
Set, go.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bye.
Clear.
Yeah. He did it. They did it barefoot, and then Ashton got a little cut in his foot, same as Speed, but Speed was like, fuck that. So, yeah.
Bye, Ashton. Bye. Delete your Instagram. Bye. Delete your Instagram. Bye, dude.
I got it, no doubt.
Bye. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Embarrassing, bro. I'm not even gonna say nothing to you, bro. Take your L. Take your L, G. You see that? You see that? That's the Speedway. Tell him to get the fuck out of here. Ain't he went before me again. Tell him to stop playing with me, bro. Speed game. Bye. Delete your Insta, bro. Bye. Just bye. Watch that. Watch this. Watch this. He gonna chirp again. Don't even say nothing. You can't say shit after that, bro. That's 4-0. You don't, bro. You just don't.
He basically won. Speed won, cut his ass, went on the phone with Kai. I think this is copywritten, so yeah, we done with this video. Next, the psychology of Kai Cenat. Let's get it. Let's get this video.
Kai Cenat, the greatest content creator of our generation, is not what he seems. On the surface, he comes across as a humble kid from the Bronx that built up a gigantic platform and uses it to bring unique, never seen before content to the world while simultaneously giving back to the community, which is true. But upon deeper examination, I found that he is actually an eccentric, manipulative, multifaceted genius. The more I thought about everything that Kai Cenat does, it occurred to me, you don't get to the #1 status of anything with just luck or genuinity. Oftentimes, it is through manipulation. The free-flowing nature of one's personality to match whatever room they're in. Things like this is what gets people in certain rooms and keeps them in them. And Kai Cenat is no different in this regard. He is actually a genius that manipulates the whole world constantly to get a certain outcome. But see, it goes right over people's heads, and that's due to 2 things that Kai Cenat has mastered in his unique psyche to propel himself to the top. Before I explain those 2 points, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's videos.
Fuck, my YouTube stream went down because of the bullshit. Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected a video belonging to fucking iShowSpeed's bitch ass. All right, I'm gonna end it on YouTube, chat. Hold on. I'm gonna end it on YouTube. And